actually wanted to do a video and show you guys how to use some of Kevyn Aucoin's products. He has a product called the Sensual Skin Enhancer. Comes in a little pot, super, super concentrated. This can be a concealer, color corrector, foundation. You can really customize how to use this product. And I find that it takes a while to kind of figure out how you like to use this. But I wanted to just show you how I learned when I did training with them back in Seattle. This is a really cool product, but I gotta say it took me probably a couple months to really get comfortable with it and to use it actually on the entire face. Most people like to do just kind of concealing with it, but it's actually really a gorgeous foundation. It has jojoba oil, which is a really great oil that is very similar to our own natural oils in our skin. It also has honey, which is antibacterial. So this is, I mean, it's a really great product. It's just really concentrated, and I find some people can be intimidated using it. So today I wanted to just kind of do an all Kevyn Aucoin products, and to get inspired, I got me some books. Love him. So if you haven't really ever heard about this man, go check him out. He has really beautiful books on the basis of makeup, and he was definitely an icon. So go check him out. So let's just kind of jump into this, get it started. I already prepped my skin last night. I did do a peel pad. I do those I'd say probably a couple times a week, just to remove any dead buildup. I did a little bit of a serum and a tiny bit, not much, but a little bit of a moisturizer. I do have the Sensual Skin Enhancing Primer, and you can kind of customize your coverage value with it. So if you wanted to turn the Sensual Skin Enhancer into almost like a tinted moisturizer, this is how you would do it. It's a little pump, and you just squeeze, and the product comes up. You can use it just directly on the face, but you can also just take like I'd say a grain of rice size of this and mix it right on the dish, and then go in and apply from there with like a brush, a sponge. I personally like to use the tools that were created from this particular line as well. So Kevyn Aucoin's brushes, I really prefer with his products. But of course, whatever you have will work. So let's just go ahead and get started. Squeeze one pump, and I'm actually gonna go ahead just with a synthetic brush, kind of through the T-zone, kind of smooths out your skin and really makes it really a nice canvas for when you're gonna go and build your coverage. Pretty much try and keep it, again, not 15 products. I'm gonna try and keep it kind of condensed to a Sensual Skin Enhancer. And I might use a couple shades, one to kind of brighten, one to kind of go ahead and do a little bit of contouring, but we'll see. I'm not quite sure like where I'm going, but I wanted to feature his products because he did come out with a new foundation recently, and I'm kind of excited. I really want to try it. I figured let's just go ahead and play around a little bit today. With this, I actually, again, I'm only going to be taking, I would say, starting out with a grain of rice, because that can actually cover your entire face. This is no joke. You got coverage. I'm going to just get it on the back of my hand and just kind of roll it off. He makes a pinpointing concealer brush, which I really love, and if you actually scoop it with the brush, that's plenty. So I'm basically taking about that. I'm just kind of warming this up. The heat from your body really helps to melt this product down a bit. I find a lot of times, but I mean, look at that. I mean, this coverage is like no joke. Okay, this is the foundation brush. It's supposed to mimic his thumb. He had really large hands. So I'm just gonna start right in the center, and I'm just pushing and moving this product. For me, it's really the center of the face that I want my coverage, kind of warm it up and just keep applying until I get the desired coverage that I want. But by now, you know I like my skin to look pretty natural. So today I'm actually stepping out of my regular day-to-day comfort and really going for a fuller coverage here. The density of this brush kind of just pushes it all in, but I gotta say, he is warm this product up before you go in and do this, so that when you go to apply it, everything's gonna move well. and it's not going to want to just stick. So I would say like this would be great for an event. If you didn't want to use it all as your full coverage foundation and you wanted to use it just kind of spot concealing, great. But it actually does look really beautiful and it's waterproof. So, but again, if you wanted to sheer it out, you could mix it with this guy. And you can definitely use your finger. I mean, even in an area that you think there isn't any product, there still is. I mean, there's still a lot. Just blending this out. I always get kind of red around the nose. So even when I think I have it really worked into the skin, I just keep pressing and patting. And I'm taking my time. And then next I'm going to go in and I'm going to do a little bit of some highlighting with the shade number 5. It's a little bit lighter than the 7. And I'm just going in and using this as a concealer to just kind of brighten up right under my eye. Little corner, kind of tacky in the texture of it a little bit. But what's great is it is definitely a long wearing product. I feel like it can be pretty good for almost all skin types. If you're severely dry, you're going to want to really prep the skin. Apply it in sheerer layers. I definitely like to use my fingers and then his brushes. It's nice. The finger, you can really kind of feel how the product is working on the skin. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a deeper shade. I'm going to kind of use that to contour and give a little bit of shape again to my face because I just took out basically all the natural contours and shadowing with the foundation. It just literally wiped everything out. I think I'm going to take number 12. It's going to give me kind of more of like a bronzy tone. Again, just taking a pretty small amount. Take a little bit on the brush and back by the ear here. And I'm going to just take the more intense area back by the ear and then just pushing. And then I'm just going to dip and then I'm just going to get back. Okay, so now we have a little bit of some shape again. I'm going to take a little bit of sculpting powder in medium. Just taking a flat brush. This one's from MAC. This is the 109. And just further contour. This is probably, I would say, the hero product from the line. Most people really love. And typically, when you're doing your contour, you want to stop about right where the pupil is. So you don't really want to bring it too far down on like the apple. I mean, you can, but you also don't want to turn this area really muddy. You want to keep everything towards the back. But I just wanted to show you, if you haven't worked with this product and maybe you've heard about it, you're like, oh, I tried it or I didn't like it, or you got to take the time to figure out how to work the product. And it does take some time. And I'm just continuing to sculpt a little bit. I'm dipped into the powder now. I just wiped out the brush, just kind of contoured my nose a little bit. And then I'm going to really go in and contour my jawline back by the ear and underneath. Make sure to bring it down to more sculpted. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to highlight with his Candlelight Powder, which is one of my favorite highlights. I use this a lot for weddings because the actual, I feel like the texture of it is really soft. And I'm going to just take the blush brush. Typically I would use a little bit of a smaller brush, but just kind of hit the top of the cheekbones here. And this just really like brightens that up, gives a nice glow. Sometimes I'll hit the little bit of the apple and down the nose. If I had a smaller brush, it would be a little more intense. And I'm also doing a little bit on the chin. It's going to give a nice little glow. I'm going to go in with the sculpting powder. Keep your eye open, following the natural crease. And I dipped into the Candlelight Powder, which is the highlighting powder. I'm just popping that on the inside. And use my finger to just kind of push that in. And also just come up under the brow. So even just with the two of these powders for basically complexion, they can make really beautiful eyeshadows as well. Underneath, I do want to go in and give a little bit of a shadow just to shape the eyes a bit. Okay, I'm going to curl my lashes. You know, I did a lash lift. Have you guys ever done that? I've got a glow going on, but I also want to just keep everything kind of warm. I'm going to even add this to my eyes because you can, I mean, I love the eyes, how they're looking, but you can kind of see that the tone, it's, I mean, it is pretty. It's a nice kind of taupe brown, basically, but I kind of want to add a little warmth. I think just because my complexion right now, I'm going in with that bronzer, and I think it'll just kind of like tie everything in. Sometimes I even just like to push so I'm not disturbing the makeup that we just did. And I'm not gonna totally cover the crease that I just did. I'm kind of almost gonna come right below, kind of on that outer corner. I just wiped out the brush and I'm just kind of pulling upwards and then just kind of blending that up and then just slightly working in. So kind of see it just kind of warmed it up. That's all I wanted, just a little bit of that. Okay. A little bit of some blush here. I'm gonna do some peachy colors. I'm taking a little bit of the Tansolei with the blush brush and Smile. And I'm just softly grabbing that and I'm really like kissing my cheeks to kind of lock that into place. This is totally not necessary. It's just I have such a habit of using more than one blush, maybe one that's a little bit brighter or deeper, and then build on the top. So I'm going to use a powder one now. This one is Ariana, and it's again just a soft peachy shade, and I'm just very lightly just running over that. And the powder blush, they're super fine. They look so pretty on. I'm basically putting this over that cream, and then this kind of sets the cream into place a bit. Because if you put your powders over your creams, they wear longer. And then, I mean, this is so pretty. I'm loving this. You know, I haven't done my face, my full face, with this much coverage in a long time. And it's kind of fun. I'm just going back in with a little bit of the Candlelight Powder. And then to finish the look off, I am going to do kind of a bold lip. This is kind of an orangey red. It's called Timeless. Just go right in. So here's the look. What do you guys think of this? Have you guys tried Kevyn Aucoin sensual skin enhancers before? Like this particular product is kind of more specific, but once you learn how to use it, it's really fun. So let me know your thoughts. Like, subscribe, looks that you are interested in, or what you'd like to see next. That'd be great. Okay, thanks for joining. Bye.